Good morning. Reverend Andy here with Crowhaven Chapel. I bid you welcome to this Sunday's Bible reading of Genesis chapters 10 and 11. Before we get started, let's bow our heads in prayer. Father, for communing with you, for your love, your grace, and your blessings each day, we thank you. Please keep all those we love safe, healthy, and happy. And may your wondrous hand guide us and complete us each and every day. Amen. Let's get started. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshach, and Tiras. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Rephath, and Togar, and sons of Javan, Elishah, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, every one after his tongue, after their families in their nations. And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Seba, and Havilah, and Sabta, and Raamah, and Sabticha. And the sons of Raamah, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush begat Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod the mighty hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Asad, and Calneh, and the land of Shinar. Out of that land went forth Ashur, and builded Nineveh, and the city Rehoboth, and Calah, and Resen between Nineveh and Calah. The same is a great city. And Mizraim begat Ludim, and Anamim, and Lehabim, and Nephtuhim, and Pathrusim, and Casluhim, out of who came Philistim, and Caphtorim. And Canaan begat Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgasite, and the Hivite, and the Archite, and the Sinite, and the Arvadite, and the Zemarite, and the Hamathite. And afterward were the families of the Canaanites spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon, as thou comest, to Gerar, unto Gaza, as thou goest, unto Sodom and Gomorrah, and Admah, and Zeboim, even unto Lasha. These are the sons of Ham, after their families, after their tongues, in their countries, and in their nations. Unto Shem also the father of all the children of Eber. the brother of Japheth the elder. Even to him were children born. The children of Shem, Elam, and Ashur, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram. And the children of Aram, Uz, and Hul, and Gether, and Mosh. And Arphaxad begat Selah, and Selah begat Eber. And unto Eber were born 2 sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days was the earth divided. And his brother's name was Joktan. And Joktan begat Almu, and Shelah, and Hazamarveth, and Jirah. And Hadoram, and Uzal, and Diklah, and Ubal, and Abiamel, and Sheba, and Ophir, and Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. And their dwelling was from Mesha, as thou goest unto Sephar, a mount of the east. These are the sons of Shem, after their families, after their tongues, in their lands, after their nations. These are the families of the sons of Noah, after their generations, in their nations, and by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood. Now, before we start on chapter 11, you might wonder, why on earth do we need to know all these different people? We can't even pronounce their names. Why do we need to know? There are a lot of reasons for that. The Jews keep very good records of their families. The Old Testament, and even the New Testament, for all intents and purposes, the Bible is a historical document. Now, if you have ever tried to trace your family history yourself, you know how difficult it is. You can pay a fortune to be on the ancestral sites. You can dig and dig and dig, and sometimes you run into incorrect information. Or, as I have found a lot of times in my family history, people might know, but they don't want to talk about it for one ridiculous reason or another. Some outdated whatever thing happened in the family. This is probably one of the best and most complete ancient records that there are. And I, for one, am grateful, because being a hobby genealogist myself, I know how difficult it is. So this record is a wonderful thing to have. So we know what happened on the earth and who was here after the flood. That's my take on it. As I said, there are many other takes on it. I don't think there's any wrong one. I don't think there's any right one. I think we each see it differently. And for my part, from a genealogical ancestral view, yes, the families are holy. They're in the Bible. It's good to know who they are. But even from just a genealogical aspect, this record is invaluable. So now let's go on to chapter 11. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said to one another, Go to, Let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to. Let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven. And let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad, from thence upon the face of all the earth. And they left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old, and begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. And Shem lived, after he begat Arphaxad, 500 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Arphaxad lived 35 years, and begat Selah. And Arphaxad lived after he begat Selah 403 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Selah lived 30 years, and begat Eber. And Selah lived after he begat Eber 403 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Eber lived 34 years, and begat Peleg. And Eber lived after he begat Peleg 430 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years, and begat Reu. And Peleg lived after he begat Reu 209 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Reu lived 32 years, and begat Serug. And Reu lived after he begat Serug 207 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Serug lived 30 years, and begat Nahor. And Serug lived after he begat Nahor 200 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 29 years, and begat Terah. And Nahor lived after he begat Terah 119 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years, and begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And Haran begat Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity, in Ur of the Chaldees. And Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Iscah. But Sarah was barren and had no child. And Terah took Abram his son, and Lot the son of Haran his son's son, and Sarah his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife, and they went forth with them from Ur of the Chaldees to go into the land of Canaan, where they came unto Haran, and dwelt there. And the days of Terah were 205 years. And Terah died in Haran. I hope you've enjoyed this week's reading of Genesis chapters 10 and 11. Be sure to join me next week for chapters 12 and 13. And until then, Proverbs 3, 5 through 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Christian Goths of the world, remember to stand firm, stand tall, and stand godly. Not all who walk in darkness are lost. God bless.